The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros: did Tyson Fury have a meltdown after the scorecards were read? Now, Tyson Fury made some statements, and Trill alluded to this in the earlier segment. After the scores were read, and here's what he said.
That fight, I believe he won a few of the rounds, but I won majority of them. We could do, and his country's at war. People are siding with the country at war, but make no mistake, I won that fight in my opinion, and I'll be back. I got a rematch clause. I believe I won that fight.
All right, so that's what he had to say. Trill Dollar Bill. Did he have a meltdown? Because remember, Anthony Joshua, something kind of similar, and people killed him for it. In your opinion, did Tyson Fury have a meltdown?
Definitely. He definitely had a meltdown. But he corrected the meltdown. Excuse me. Fighting is emotional. Fighting is very emotional. If you ever had a fight before, you know what I'm saying? Your emotion is going. You know what I'm saying? I done been in fights where I done ended the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm very emotional. You know what I'm saying? Still yelling and screaming in an aggressive way or in an emotional way, depending on who I was fighting. Yeah, fighting is emotional. You know what I'm saying? So after this fight, after going through all this, I'm sure his emotions was high. Everything leading up to the fight. The fact of the matter, how the time that he took off, the preparation it took for him to get ready for this fight with Usyk. A lot of things was going on. That's why I'm not too a fan of shoving a mic in a fighter's face right after a fight. I think you give him a little bit of a cool down session. Y'all could talk about the fight before y'all go ahead and do something like that. But I love the fact that he corrected it during the press conference. He said some things that I'm sure he probably didn't mean to saying, oh, the only reason why he won it because they was at war and this, that, and the third. The same type of thing. It was just a bad situation, especially after a fight. Yeah, he had a meltdown, but I feel like he corrected it. So I'm not mad at Tyson Fury. And I know Usyk wasn't mad either. Usyk takes everything in stride anyway. I loved it. Just seeing Usyk cry in the ring because he deserved it. He wasn't worried about anything else that was going on. He did this for his country. He did this for his family. He dedicated this to his pops that passed away. So I could definitely feel that, man. Shout out to Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. I can forgive him for this meltdown because he righted his wrongs and he corrected it on the press conference after the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We talked about this in the past on Boxing Bros. Like, even when AJ had his meltdown, we weren't going to jump on AJ because it's emotional. You just lost. You just lost the opportunity. These fighters work very hard. So you got to think about Tyson Fury. Yep. And years of dedication to the sport. Everything he's been through for that moment, and then he just took a loss, and not any kind of loss. Because I guarantee you, if he would have got knocked out in the 9th round, it would have been easier for him to accept. But he weathered the storm, came back, and fought 2 close rounds, the 11th and the 12th. So in his mind, bro, you got to understand. You want to talk about bias, right? Everyone likes to talk about bias. Oh, you're biased because you like this person. Yeah, no one's more biased than the guy in the ring. So any close round, Fury's like, yo, I should have got that. You feel me? So he's thinking in his mind, I did enough to win. Usyk's thinking in his mind, I did enough to win. A fighter who's trying to be impartial will say to you, I need to go home and watch the tapes first, but I feel like I did enough, right? But it's still, like Trill said, you emotional. So when Fury doesn't get the decision in his mind, he says something that probably gives sore loser vibes. He says, oh, his country's at war, so they want to give it to him, but I thought I did enough to win. And then, like I said, the walk to the press conference, getting ready, perhaps the shower or whatever he did, changing the clothes, he has time to actually really think about it. The time he wasn't given after the scores were immediately read, and they're like, well, what's your immediate reaction? Think about your biggest failure, or I don't even want to say it was a failure because I like Fury did a good job, but think about your biggest loss or where you didn't achieve something. And 20 seconds after you find out, someone's putting something in your face asking you about it. How do you feel that you didn't accomplish this goal of yours? Like, and you're just going to come with the perfect answer. Like, you're just going to immediately say the right things. No, that's not how it works. And you're right. I think the walk to the dressing room, everything, time to ponder it. He's like, yeah, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. And I want to do it again. So again, to me, Fury cleaned it up. So I don't have any problem with Fury. I think of Jaya Pataya. Jaya Pataya is there with a broken nose, and Chris Mannix just kept asking him questions. And I'm like yelling at the TV, yo, bro, dude needs to go to the hospital, obviously. How many questions are you going to ask the man? Like, the man's there standing there with a broken nose, just finished fighting 12 rounds, and you just sitting there. It's like you can tell people who never fought before. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the way they ask the questions, everything. It's like, come on, bro. Like, let the man go. So it's cool. Like I said, I'm with you, Trill. I don't. It wasn't a meltdown, but to me, he made it right.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. That's my brother, Caden. And I'm the commissioner, Tro Dollar Bill. And it's G forever. We the Boxing Bros.
Happy New Year. Yeah, once my man said Happy New Year, it was officially a meltdown.